What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Cosmic Wonder. I'm Warren Thompson, and it's been a while, but for a very long time in the MCU fandom, you could not stop hearing the word Mephisto. And it looks like we could be entering a time where that could possibly be happening again. However, this time it's a little bit different because this time it is seemingly confirmed by a major outlet, and it looks like Marvel Studios themselves could have possibly just confirmed Mephisto is indeed making his way to the MCU in Phase 5. Now, a lot of industry insiders that we talk about on this channel do have really good credentials and track records, which is why we report what they state sometimes. And a few have talked about Mephisto coming back. However, the original report that Mephisto was going to be in the Ironheart series came from Deadline, a huge outlet that has many different sources over at Marvel Studios. They reported about a year ago, October 18th of 2022, that they heard from sources at Marvel that Sacha Baron Cohen, Borat himself, was likely playing Mephisto in the Ironheart series. This is what their article said. Speculation is growing that Sacha Baron Cohen has entered the Marvel Cinematic Universe with a role in Marvel Studios' upcoming Disney Plus series, Ironheart, as a comic book villain. A source close to the production confirmed to Deadline that there is talk on the set about Cohen being part of Ironheart, likely playing Mephisto. He has also been spotted at the Marvel facilities located at UK's Pinewood Studios. And since then, we have had some insiders state that Sacha Baron Cohen is playing Mephisto. And we actually have learned quite a bit of information about Mephisto in the MCU thanks to these insiders. And one thing that we have learned about Mephisto in the MCU is that if this all really does happen, he's not just going to be a one and done, but he is going to be sort of a main character of the MCU moving forward, and is not just going to be in one project, but most likely multiple projects. And today, it seems like Marvel Studios might have confirmed that Sacha Baron Cohen is indeed going to be playing Mephisto. Now, recently you might have heard that Marvel Studios has recently filed with the US Copyright Office. They filed for many different shows, including Agatha, Darkhold Diaries, Daredevil Born Again, and Ironheart. And here's some awesome news. They have confirmed Sacha Baron Cohen is indeed going to be in Ironheart with this US copyright filing. So this is Marvel Studios themselves. They have just confirmed Sacha Baron Cohen is indeed in the film. That's not coming from anybody else, but directly from Marvel. This is on the official public records copyright site, the government site, and it was filed by Marvel. It's official. He's going to be in the show. But what's funny is what they listed his character as. They gave us a whole plot synopsis for the first episode as well. Here's what it says. Description of the work. Marvel Studios presents Ironheart, in which charming teenage super genius Riri Williams, played by Dominique Thorne, returns from MIT to her hometown of Chicago in her iron suit and begins to unravel threads that bring danger and adventure right to her doorstep. The adventure begins in episode 101 as Riri is introduced to the audience. And for episode 101, it pretty much stops there, but then it starts to say the main cast includes Dominique Thorne as Riri Williams, Anthony Ramos as Parker Robbins, who of course is the Hood and is going to be the main antagonist of the show. It goes on to list a lot more people, and it tells us exactly who their characters are, except when it comes to Sacha Baron Cohen, it simply states Sacha Baron Cohen as Mystery Man. They don't actually tell us who he is playing, and there are a few different reasons for this, especially based off of some things that we've heard from some insiders. One is I think Marvel just really doesn't want to sit there and confirm themselves before the show comes out, before a big reveal comes out that Sacha Baron Cohen is Mephisto. They love to let us come up with theories, they love for the rumors and reports to go crazy, but they love to not confirm anything until it's actually time. But we've gotten reports from some insiders that tell us really what Marvel Studios' plans are for Mephisto in the MCU, and it sounds like they are really big. We'll talk about those in just a bit, but first, big thank you to Fume for sponsoring this video. Fume is a game changer for a lot of people in turning bad habits into good habits. A lot of people struggle with these bad habits, but Fume looks at these in a different way. Not everything in the habit is wrong. So instead of a drastic, uncomfortable change, why not just remove the bad from your habit? And that's exactly what Fume does. They're innovative and they're award-winning, and they're a flavored air device. That's all it is. It's flavored air. So it has none of the bad things and the bad habit in it. Instead of vapor, it uses flavored air. Instead of of electronics, Fume is completely natural, and instead of harmful chemicals, Fume uses delicious flavors. I had actually heard really great things about Fume from my friends who were struggling with some bad habits. They actually raved about it and how it helped them, which is why I agreed to partner with them, and they sent me some samples and they honestly are super refreshing and taste very flavorful and good. And it comes in beautiful real wood, and it's honestly really fun to just sit there and kind of fidget with if you're someone who likes to fidget like I do. And I know stopping is something we all put off because it's hard, but with Fume, it's easy, and they have served over 150,000 customers and have thousands of success stories. And that could be you if you pick up a journey pack today. Head over to tryfume.com and use code COSMIC to save 10% off when you get the journey pack today. That's tryfum.com and use code COSMIC to save an additional 10% off your order today. So despite Marvel Studios not wanting to let the world know, Mephisto is actually coming. Hey, you've talked about it for a long time. It's pretty much been a meme. Here it is. From what we've heard, the real reason they have listed him as Mystery Man is simply because he might not actually be revealed until the very end of the series to be Mephisto. And even then, they might not actually call him Mephisto. Essentially, it's kind of going to be like in Loki Season 1 in the finale when they first meet He Who Remains. And he says that he's been called many names, a conqueror, a jerk. He Who Remains, it's essentially going to be the same for Mephisto. He's probably been called many names like the Devil, the Demon, and Mephisto, which is probably just going to be one of the names that he has been given. But as far as why he is in the Ironheart series, this is what we know. It sounds like they're going to be changing the origin story for the Hood only a little bit here. In the comics, the Hood, or Parker Robbins, has a very, very sick mother who needs medical treatment, and he drops out of high school in order to start stealing things so he could get some money to help her. One time, him and a buddy broke into a warehouse that was said to have some valuable material, and they were attacked by a demon in a cloak. Parker Robbins shot the demon and assumed that he killed it, but he didn't want to leave empty-handed, so he took its cloak and he took its boots. Later on, he would go on to find out that the boots gave him the ability to walk on air and the cloak gave him powers as well, but he did not know that the cloak originated from the demon Dormammu. Now that's the comic origin, and in the show Ironheart, we actually have heard that Mephisto is going to be the one responsible for giving the powers or the cloak and the boots to Parker Robbins. And from what we've heard about the show, it's going to be a battle between mystical magic and technology. The technology obviously being the Ironheart suit that Riri Williams has, and the magic stemming at the core from Mephisto. Other reports from insiders have also indicated that Mephisto wants Iron Man technology, and that sometimes when we see Mephisto, he is going to appear as a very professional businessman. The insider Can We Get Some Toast tweeted, "The Hood is stealing tech for Mephisto in Ironheart. The question is, why?" Then the insider My Time to Shine Hello added, "Mephisto in his human form owns a tech company." Then the CosmicCircus.com reported this. They stated, "Our sources can exclusively confirm that Mephisto was in fact the mysterious benefactor that purchased Avengers Tower from Tony Stark in Spider-Man Homecoming. As of right now, we can't confirm if Tony Stark knew who he was making a deal with, or if he did, why he made a deal with someone like Mephisto." They also stated, although Mephisto's reason for wanting Avengers Tower lines up with what we already knew about Ironheart. And that is the narrative that Kevin Feige has alluded to, being magic versus technology in Ironheart. So many insiders, very reliable insiders, have reported that Sacha Baron Cohen is indeed going to be playing Mephisto. Mephisto is going to be playing a role in the Ironheart series and further on in the MCU. And Deadline reported a year ago that Sacha Baron Cohen was going to be making his MCU debut in Ironheart as Mephisto. And after all of those reports, it seems like Marvel Studios basically confirmed to us Sacha Baron Cohen is indeed Mephisto by listing him on this US copyright filing as Mystery Man. It seems like the reveal of Mephisto is going to be slowly and gradually revealed, but no doubt he'll play a huge role in the MCU moving forward, and we're going to get our first taste of him in the Ironheart series. So go ahead and let us know what you think about this news in the comments down below. Mephisto is finally coming. After all this time, after all the jokes, after all the memes, he's finally here. Well, soon enough at least. So let us know what you think about this in the comments down below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe so you don't miss out on anything relating to the MCU MCU. Also, if you subscribe and leave a comment on our videos, you're automatically entered in our giveaway for a chance to win a PS5, an Xbox Series X, some Marvel Legends items, or some DC items. The winner picks one item, and we pick a winner at the end of each month. You can find us on Instagram and Twitter, and as always, thank you all so much for watching. Woof woof.